What is up, my dudes? Your favorite fantasy football dudes are back with all your Week 12 fantasy needs. Seth has finally recovered from his Seahawks last-second loss to the Rams, and Jordan smirking because Shedeur Sanders is back. And I'm just happy because the Taco Bell belt is finally here to help us with all those late-night cravings. Guys, before we dive into this new segment we have, I have a new last place trophy idea I thought I should break down with you guys. Do you guys want to hear it, or do you want to hear more about the Taco Bell belt?
I have no idea what you're talking about, the Taco Bell belt. What is that?
You know?
No.
Taco Bell has a new belt coming out, and it has a holster to hold your tacos. So it's kind of cool.
That cannot be
A
real.
new belt. They've
That's
had a
not
belt
real
for
life.
these before.
I think it's real life. I saw it. Also, Ford has the new belt that holds your key in it. Seth, have you seen that?
No, I will not be getting that.
You should. It goes in your belt buckle, your key, so you just always have your keys on you. But yeah, I don't know. A lot of cool belt news. Last place punishment. I just wanted to bring this one up here. And
having to eat taco off your Taco Bell belt, is that your last place punishment?
It's a holster for like your pistol, but it's for a taco. It looks fancy. I don't know, something you'd probably see in like Walmart or something, like somebody using it, probably not being sold there. Seth, see if you can see that thing. But what I'm saying is last place punishment. I think if you get last place in your league, you should have to ref some sort of sport above 8th grade. I think that's a great punishment for a season. I think that's a terrible punishment. Having to ref, whether it's, football, JV football, Pop Warner football, I guess that's below 8th grade. The worst, if you want to make the absolute worst rule, you have to ref men's league, slow pitch softball, or basketball. I think that would be the worst. Just the guys getting mad at calls.
I mean, I do it. In the heart, that would not be a bad last place
for men's league, but it'd be something you had to do, once.
Yeah, but you're easy to yell at, Jordan.
Yeah, you like that, so maybe it wouldn't be as good for you. Like you,
Jordan would love throwing out technicals, in a men's league.
No,
awesome.
I yell at the refs more than anybody else. I can't.
This is what we would have to do is we'd have to get to ref. You'd have to have somebody ref Jordan's games in the league, which definitely be way worse than anything you've dealt with. Jordan is having someone in one of your leagues ref probably. But I don't know. I thought that was I thought that was a decent last place punishment, like that. No one really wants to ref. Like Little League baseball ref would be awful. Calling balls and strikes.
That would be terrible.
Because there's always
whoever saints for doing that. No wonder why they're all terrible.
There's that one dad in the stands who's going to just tell you how bad you are every single pitch.
Oh yeah, no, I think that's
no matter what angle he has looking at the home plate. The guy is like sitting in left field down the down the third baseline dugout, and the guy can't even tell where the ball is at. And he didn't tell you're wrong.
Yeah, and there's going to be one on each team. That's the worst part.
Yeah,
you're
never going to do it right.
Yeah, baseball behind home plate would be the worst. So that was just a last place punishment that came to mind. I have another one. I'm going to save it for next week. There it is, right there. Jordan has it right there. The Taco Bell.
Sounds like a great way to get sauce on your shirt.
Yeah, I don't know about it. Interesting. It's like a fanny pack with a taco.
Yeah, but there's no zipper though. It's like open. It's flying open, right? Like you can just slide that taco in and out right there.
Yeah.
I'd love to see Seth and Jordan have what they used to have quick draws. Like you could see who is the fastest. Like you guys just put a taco in there and see how fast you go. That'd be kind of fun. But I don't know. We probably should move along here. Seth, what's this new segment here? Just break this down for us a little bit, Seth.
Okay, well, this is kind of a play on words, okay? So it's a 3-man segment called Play, Pray, or Stay Away. So we give you guys 3 players, and you can pick one that you'll play, one that you pray is going to do good, and one that you completely stay away from. So you kind of, we're going to picking guys in similar situations. You can kind of like, it's a flex spot or it's a super flex spot, like these are the guys you got to play on. It's kind of like, do I do it? Or it's like, although that's a smash, or, no, definitely don't do that one. So it's a new segment we have.
Yeah. It prays almost like a hold, like you're praying that eventually works out, Jordan. Like you aren't, so it's probably more hold that rather than, add, hold, cut, or trade, keep, cut. But yeah, play, pray, or stay away. So Seth, who's the first guys you got here?
Yep, let's go. We got Jordan Love, Woody Marks, and Rome Odunze.
So And Seth, can we use like play for all these guys, or can we only use it one time?
I think you can only use
it's
it
like a
one
one time, right?
Yeah.
Like this is like
Okay.
I can't. Yeah.
Like out of all three, you got to give them each
Okay,
one.
I
They
got
can't
it.
share.
Easy. Stay away, Jordan Love. Play Woody Marks. Pray for Roma Dunze.
Yeah, it's hard to argue with that. The only other option you could do right there, Jordan, is play Roma Dunze, and Woody Marks is in such a smash spot. But Woody Marks,
Really good
lost
spot.
us all a little bit of cash last week. He had a great
Yeah.
matchup and did not come through. But it's hard to argue with who Woody Marks is playing. Who's he got again this week? It's another
Buffalo.
good match. Buffalo, yeah. I can't argue with that one, Jordan. Maybe you're in a spot where you have to play Jordan Love, but I feel like
You can stay away from him
probably stream someone better than Jordan Love. You would think.
for sure.
So
I would agree with Jordan. I think that's the right approach.
okay. And then do we have any more, Seth? Or
Yeah, we got one more. We have
one's hard.
Michael Wilson, Bucky Irving, and Andre Ayoshivas.
I would say play Michael Wilson with how good he did last week. I think you got to stay with that hot hand. And this is the hard one. Is I kind of want
Is Bucky gonna play? Like
you have
he's
to
gonna
pray
play,
and
but
hold
it's
Bucky.
gonna be a little bit. You know?
I hate saying stay away from Yoshivas, but I think you have to hold Bucky. You can't cut Bucky. If you had these three guys, you had to make bench spot. Would you switch?
Well, I think staying away, not necessarily not cutting, right? I think it's maybe you have all three players, and maybe you just can't. Maybe it's a flex spot. And you're like, who do I start here? Because think about it. Like, who are the Bengals playing? Like, isn't
Patriots?
Yeah, isn't Christian Gonzalez going to be all over T. Higgins? So shouldn't Yoshivas get a bunch of targets this week?
And also, like, the Patriots aren't that great. Like, they give up fantasy points to wide receivers. So, like, it's a decent
And, like, how
spot.
much is Bucky Irving really going to play,
I know. Sean Tucker looks good. They still have Rashad White. I mean, I don't...
If Bucky even plays.
Yeah, if he doesn't play, this is obvious, right?
I'm flipping it. I'm going, you play Michael Wilson. Well, and you don't know on Bucky because he's a Sunday night game. So, like, you don't have, you have limited issues. Like, if you don't get news, if it's a true game time decision, you're not going to know. And you're not going to know if he's limited or full go. So I'm going to go play Michael Wilson, pray for Yoshi, and stay away from Bucky this week.
Yeah, because Bucky has done that and honestly, if you have Bucky, you most likely have Tucker, right?
I mean,
so.
Maybe not.
If you didn't get Rashad White, you at least have Tucker. You would hope.
Yeah, but you could be in a dynasty league, Trent, where like you don't have like Sean Tucker, like you just didn't get him.
I'm going play Michael Wilson, pray Bucky Irving, and stay away Yoshivas.
I'm gonna go with Jordan's roundabout on this one. I think stay away from Bucky one more week, even though I'm forced to play him in 2 other leagues. And if it doesn't work out, then I'm finding someone to throw in there.
Because Bucky played last year hurt. And he ended up playing really well. He ended up coming in. But at this point,
he's missed like 8 weeks now. Like he's
absolutely murdering.
It's like put him on IR, and like I don't know. I feel like the NFL this year's been so shady, and like I don't know if nonchalant's the right word for it, but it just seems like that about this kind of stuff, and it's just really annoying. I'm like, just tell me the truth. Like if he's hurt, then just tell me he's hurt.
We haven't watched a game together as a group. I should try to get together for this Sunday night game. This might be a good one with the Bucks and Rams, honestly.
Yeah, it should be good.
It should be a good game. Baker coming back to LA where he had that, that kind of resurrected his career. Bucks really need a win, but Rams are kind of hot. So I don't know. Well, thanks, Seth. I think that was a good one. I think that, kind of gets the creative juices flowing a little bit more, gets the action going a little bit. Mm-hmm. And that's brought to you by our friends over at Trophy Smack. And also, guys, if you don't want to referee a Little League baseball game, head over to trophysmack.com/dudes. 15% off your whole entire order, guys. Go to trophysmack.com/dudes. All kinds of stuff there. They got busts of certain players. You get a picture of yourself for the wall. All kinds of wall ornaments. Christmas is around the corner. trophysmack.com/dudes. All right.
It'd be really
Seth,
cool if Trophy Smack got a taco belt.
that's a good idea, Seth.
What
I
if there's
will
a belt and I could carry around my trophy?
at least for like the back, so you could flip it around like an ammo belt and go from one side to the other. So you could have like,
Yeah,
I
just
don't
walk
hate it.
around with flexing my
Or
championship
maybe
league
like,
trophy.
the ammo holders, but you can like put Twinkies or hot dogs in there. I think that's equally as cool. So Seth, I'll give you the rest of the ad reads and let you quarterback the starts, sits, sleepers, upsets, and just take it from here, pal.
Yep, Jordan, let's go with your start this week. I'm very surprised, honestly.
Yeah, I got Kenneth Walker the third, Mr. Kenny Walker, the Seahawks. I still want to attack this run defense against the Titans. They give up the 5th most fantasy points to wide receivers, to running backs. 5th most fantasy points to running backs, 2nd most rushing touchdowns to running backs. I know Woody Marks flopped on this in this spot last week, but I'm gonna go right back to it with Kenneth Walker. Seattle's a 13.5 point favorite, and I think they run the ball a ton. I know in their last game, I think it was the Cardinals where they went up huge. Like they just ran the football. They ran the football, and like they really didn't throw much. So I could see them run the football. And Walker feels like he has the more receiving upside than Charbonnet. Charbonnet maybe is more the goal line guy. I think he's definitely the red zone guy. But Walker's still getting carries. He had 14, 16 carries the last 2 weeks. So I think in this spot, if he gets 15 carries, I think he could do really well. And you give him the 3 catches for the 30 yards. Like, all you really need is a touchdown there, and you're good. So if you get, like, the 80 yards, I think you go for 100 in this spot, though. Like, I think it's a really good spot for Kenny Walker. I know he's been bad all year, but this might be the get-right spot for him.
He had a touchdown last week.
Yeah.
Believe it or not. Was that his first the whole year? That might be his first this whole year.
It's been a while if it's not his first.
If it's not his first, it's been weeks.
I feel like he had a receiving touchdown somewhere in there, but I could be wrong.
Going up Seahawks.
So, Jordan, you'd be so tragic if Kenneth Walker gets like 90 yards and Charbonnet has like 2 touchdowns. That'd be so tragic.
That's the only thing I wanted to say, but I didn't want to rain on Jordan's parade is if Charbonnet
week 2 was his only against Pittsburgh. He had 13 for 105 and a touchdown.
Probably because he broke off a long one, right?
Yeah, 81 against Arizona, 86 against Tampa Bay, like 67 and 67 the last 2 weeks. Like, it's a good spot. Like, it is a good spot for him against the Titans.
Yeah,
so
I
don't know. I trust in the spot, and I think he could be the guy. They kind of get the more the workhorse back. Like, there's been, like, I guess my point is that between the two of them, there's never the game where Charbonnet is really the workhorse guy. Like,
yeah,
it's always like Walker for the most part is still out touching Charbonnet in every single game. So, like, I don't know. At the worst, you're splitting carries. I think he has like big playability in this spot. So,
I like it. Trent, let's head over to you.
Yeah, sounds good. It'd just be nice if they just let one of those guys free. You know what I mean? If they could just free one of them, it'd be perfect. All right, my start of the week. I feel weird here because it's like my least favorite team, like from a fantasy perspective, but I just feel like it's too good of a spot. I got Alvin Kamara. Falcons are allowing 112 rushing yards per game. I think it's a good spot for Kamara. He should be involved. He was a crucial piece in their win against the Panthers, toting the rock 22 times for 83 yards and caught 3 targets for 32 yards. So I think we got a big game coming off the bye for Kamara versus the Falcons, who are just absolutely beat up. And I think they keep it close enough here to get it going. So I'm excited to see Kirk Cousins the other side. I think Kamara could have a really good game here. And I think Kamara actually like has a decent, final games for the Saints, if I'm remembering correctly. But I just thought it was a good matchup with the Falcons, attacking the matchup here. I think it's a good get right spot for him. Well, he had a good spot against the Panthers 2 weeks ago as well.
Yeah,
we got Atlanta this week, Miami next week, Tampa Bay, which is tough, Carolina tough, and then you got New York Jets in week 16, then Tennessee in 17. So a really nice spot for Kamara if you have him for this last, down the stretch, if he can keep it going. He hasn't been himself. He's definitely aged, but could be a solid RB2 for your fantasy team, I think, down the stretch here. I like Kamara the next couple weeks. And man, I was a week off with Christian Watson, guys. He went, what did he have, 2 TDs last week? I had him as a sleeper the week before. So I'm going to be rolling Christian Watson out again this week as well. So just a little update there. But anyways, Seth, what else do we got?
Yeah, before we move on to sits, guys, I want to talk about our live show that'll be going on live tonight, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So we're recording this Wednesday night, but you guys will be seeing this Thursday morning. You'll be listening to it. But on Thursday nights, guys, I think excluding Thanksgiving night, we will be doing a live show after the Thursday night games. 2 weeks ago, or maybe, 2 weeks ago, we did a candy tier list for Halloween. Maybe this week we'll do a tier list on Thanksgiving food. We'll put overrated Thanksgiving food where we think, in that S tier all the way down to that F tier. But we'll also be doing like some of your like start sits, lineup questions, anything to do with like prop plays as well. We'll be going over some of our favorite plays for the week, game by game. So join us at 9 p.m. Pacific time for our Dudes live show. See you then.
Sounds good. Might even do a little bit of play, pray, or stay away, with other things, maybe not football related. Other one, Seth, is I'm thinking next week we'll be doing a live, not a normal show. I'm not sure what night that is, but we'll get together. We'll discuss that, and we'll probably announce it on the live. So probably make that a podcast so you guys can listen to it later. If you can't hop on the live, I'm leaning Wednesday night right now, but haven't really talked about it with the guys. So we'll see what we end up deciding there. Seth, what do we have next?
So we got our sits this week. Trent has a big one, so we'll start with you, Trent.
This is just the homer coming out of me, and I'm sure I'll get it from you guys because, Seth, you're basically a closet Eagles fan. I don't even know if it's a closet Eagles fan.
I rooted for the Lions last week for what it's worth.
Man, did he pick? He did pick Lions, huh?
I did.
I think that's just
that I won again, but I won't say it.
Classic cover-up is what I would say. So I have Saquon Barkley, and I know everyone's just, so and honestly, nobody's truly benching Saquon in season log leagues, but I'm just calling my shot right now, loud and clear. I think this week, Dallas's run defense might be on another level. We got Kenny Clark, the Shark, and Keenan Williams. They're eating up double teams like pizza on hot lunch day. Overshown's back, fully healthy, flying from sideline to sideline. And then that absolute baddie Logan Wilson reading plays like they're in slow motion. And the fact that the Eagles offense just looks very ugly the past couple weeks. No rhythm. And I just don't think I'm thinking Dallas can push the ball. I think they can score. I know this Eagles defense is good, but I think the Cowboys offense really bounces back from the last time they plays them, put some points on the board, and I think it pulls Barkley out of it a little bit. So I got my sit right last week with A.J. Brown. I'm just, going to the next guy on the Eagles offense. So like I said, you're not really sitting Saquon Barkley. This is my spot of me predicting I don't think he has a good game. I know everyone loves Saquon Barkley on this pod, but that's just where I'm at there. The volume and everything will still be there. Jordan, I know you're not impressed with the Cowboys win over the Raiders, but I'm kind of feeling like this could be our year. Win out, run the table.
I'm sure you do, Trent.
So I was happy with how the defense looked, but we're playing against the Raiders that don't even have a center, and I don't know. I'm really or a quarterback. Yeah, I'm really excited to see how they match up versus the Eagles here. So with the full defense healthy, our nickelback back, who shouldn't be our nickelback, maybe should be our starting corner. So yeah, so there's my sit there. Sorry for all the hearts I broke saying that.
All right, Jordan, let's go to your running back sit as well.
Yeah, I got another running back. So I got James Cook. Trent and I getting kind of bold with our sits this week. But Houston's only giving – this is a tough matchup for Houston. They're only giving – for the James Cook. Houston's only giving up 15 fantasy points per game to running backs, the third least yards allowed to running backs. Since week 2, no running back has had 70 yards against the Texans. Cook's only playing like 70% snaps. He's only played more than 70% snaps once in his last 5 weeks. Like they're not giving him full workloads. He's been in the 60s and the 50s. They're running other guys out there. They've used like Ray Davis in the red zone a little bit. Like last week, let me pull his snap counts up. Last week, Cook played 66%. Johnson was at 32%. The week before, Cook was at 50 and Johnson was at 40%. Ray Davis 10%. So they're mixing it. Anyways, Texans are probably going to focus stopping the run. I don't think this matchup make Josh Allen throw the football against whatever wide receivers he has without Kincaid. So yeah, I think it's a tough spot for James Cook. He's probably going to see volume. You're probably fading a big run here, but the Texans defense has been really good against the run.
Yeah, the thing with all I was saying is like the volume hasn't been there, but it's weird. Like I haven't looked at it, Jordan, but the volume's probably pretty similar to what it was last year. He's just not hitting the home runs he hit last year, right?
Yeah,
because
he's had
last
4 weeks, week 18 and week 9. Week 8 and week 9, he did have volume, 19 and 27 carries, but that was in games where they were up, right? So week 10 they were down against Miami. He only had 13 carries. Week 11 against Tampa, that was more of the back and forth game, or that was last week where Josh Allen went crazy. He had a receiving touchdown. He had a long receiving touchdown. Like, I don't know. Like, this game is, what's the spread here? It was 5.5 yesterday. I don't know what it is right now. Like, I don't think it's a game where Buffalo just gets up, and runs away. I don't really see that happening. So Buffalo is 6-point favorite on the road. This game's at home. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's also one of those things too. Like Josh Allen in his last 4 games has 7 rushing touchdowns. So
yeah,
like, I mean, like a guy's severely limited when his quarterback runs the ball in the red zone.
3 rushing
touchdowns. He's regression to the mean with his touchdowns. Like he was very.
I mean, it was bound to happen, right? And we all like that is why like guys who had a good team and then like I don't even know if you'd say it reached or just kind of got lucky with James Cook had a good team last year. Like if you had James Cook on your team, chances are you had a good team, but like I was making fun of people who drafted James Cook last year because of how terrible like he was the year before, because guess what? Josh Allen runs the football. And guess what happened last year? They both scored a dumb amount of rushing touchdowns. Like they both did. Yeah. And of course you're right. It's regression to the mean, like I should have made fun of people again for drafting James Cook. And guess what? Who's right again? Like who's right now this year? Because it went back to normal. And Josh Allen's never going to stop running in touchdowns. Like it's never going to happen. Like he's going to do that throughout his whole career. I like your sit a lot, actually. I think it's really good.
Yeah. I almost made Woody Marks my start of the week on the other side there.
I like Woody a lot.
It's just I feel like how he did last year. I feel like everybody has a really bad taste in his mouth, but I like Woody.
Yeah, you got to play Woody. You have to.
Yeah, and I actually did this segment on my waiver show. I did a pray, play, or stay away, and I said Davis Mills was one of them, Seth. And I said, you're playing Davis Mills, but you're praying he actually plays, because I feel like Davis Mills almost looks better than CJ Stroud, right? Like,
well, Stroud's not playing tomorrow.
Yeah, he's not playing. He's out. But yeah. On Monday, I didn't know. But So
all right.
It could be an interesting Thursday night game, though.
Yeah, speaking of Thursday night game, but also, this kind of plays into Jordan's sit. Trent, let's go with your start.
No, I already did.
Your sleeper. Jordan. My bad.
All right, my sleeper. I don't feel quite as good about it, but I still think it'd be okay. We got some guys coming back, but I got Mac Hollins. I knew Seth would like this one because him and Mac Hollins have a lot of similar beliefs. But we got Patriots versus Bengals. High total, lots of points. Joe Burrow was a full participation in practice on Wednesday, so give me all the overs in this spot because I'm hoping Joe Burrow plays. I'm, nothing official yet. Now, the weird part about Mac Hollins, he is apparently a barefoot walker, like Seth, cat soul stealing conspiracy guy. I'll let you guess who that's like, but that's a choice. Zero judgment here, but he's also, that's, not my fantasy roster vibe, but the weirdness aside, the target volume doesn't lie. He's had 15 targets over the last 2 games. Butte did practice in full on Wednesday, but I think in super deep leagues, I'd still roll with Hollins as a cheap dart throw with nice spike week upside, which should be a shootout. And hopefully he finally gets a touchdown here, but I got Mac Hollins. I felt a lot better about it before, Butte not playing, practicing on Tuesday, but it looks like he may play this week. But Hollins he's been getting decent amount of targets the last 2 weeks. So well, I think he should May spreads the ball around. I like Diggs in this matchup as well. But yeah, Burrow time, Jordan, no Chase because of the spitting.
Yeah,
and
I don't know if Burrow's gonna play. It'll be interesting to see what happens there.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's probably one more week, but as of Wednesday night at 9:30 p.m. Pacific time, that's where we're at. So I got Mac Hollins as a nice little sleeper dart throw for you. I am playing him in a deep league that I don't have Bucky Irving. So
Jordan, let's go to your sleeper this week, who was in our segment earlier.
Yeah, I got a sleeper. It's in the same game on the other team. Wide receiver too. I got Andre Yoshivas. No Jamar Chase, obviously suspended. New England's a lot easier, or gives it up more to wide receivers than they do running backs. It's a really tough running back spot for Chase Brown. If Burrow's out, obviously, back, that's obviously a boost, but he's fine with Flacco too. The Bengals are going to throw more here. Yoshi's playing 70% snaps already with Chase in. I would assume that goes up closer to 90%. And there's just a huge amount of targets vacated without Jamar Chase. So, we're talking like one of the elite target shares in the league being gone. So, and I think like Tiggins is still going to run his same routes. I think Yoshivas kind of steps into that more outside receiver role that Chase kind of runs. And we've seen it over the last few years. When one of Higgins or Chase is out, Yoshivas is really good. He steps into that role and does a really good job. So, yeah, I like Yoshivas quite a bit here.
All right. Yeah, I like Yoshivas too, Jordan. You honestly beat me to the spot there. I was thinking about putting him there as soon as I, was seeing the Jamar Chase news. And Jordan, you got Yoshivas in any leagues? I know you have plenty of Jamar Chase.
I have Yoshivas in my Dynasty league. That's awful. My team.
Okay.
That's awful.
Well, hey, did you get your first win a few weeks ago?
I did not. I have not got a win.
Close, no. You were close.
I was like 1 point short. It was very frustrating.
Yeah. So, guys that are new to the pod, Jordan adopted an orphan team that was bad.
Awful. It's really bad.
It's
bad.
Like it's like imagine like adopting finding a stray dog that like hadn't eaten like 3 weeks or like a month, had like ticks all over its body, fleas, like the worst possible thing you can imagine. That's the thing I adopted, like it was bad.
Yeah, basically a crooked team. The guy was selling picks for favors, money. We don't know what's happening, but you took it over. It's going in the right direction. So that's what's important, and you got to give it to Jordan for having a heart to even, not let this league fall apart. So say what you want about Jordan. He did not let these guys down. He's out there toughing it out every week, trying to get his first win. Hopefully we get it here. We got Yoshivas for you. Who's your other, knight in shining armor that could, and he doesn't have a first round pick next year, so it's not getting better fast.
First round pick. Like I don't even know how it's possible to be that bad and have a first round pick the fall. I don't know. So, it'd help if Brian Thomas Jr. played and Ibuka had a bounce back. That would help.
Okay. All right. So there you have it. If you want to cheer for Jordan, that's what you got to do there. We should almost just put your score up every week just so people could cheer.
I have 0 running backs, though. I'm starting Bam Knight and shoot. Who's my other running back I even start in the league? It's so bad. Like might as well, honestly. He might get the same amount of points as who I have this week starting at running back.
I was looking at my Dynasty Superflex League, and they've been Roethlisberger as an available quarterback. And Blake Sims has always been like, get Roethlisberger off of here, sleeper.
I'm going to be starting both Cardinals running backs, Michael Carter and Bam Knight, because my other options are Brashad Smith, Caleb Johnson. That would be it, guys.
Yeah.
Wow, that is poverty right there. Holy smokes.
Hopefully Caleb
it's the worst. It's the worst running back thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway,
all right. Well, before we go into your guys' upsets here, I'm going to bring you one of our sponsors, but it's Sleepers Picks, guys. We play fantasy sports on the Sleeper app, where you do, just normal fantasy football stuff. If you play fantasy football on another app, well, guess what? You're behind, and honestly, you'll just get left behind because the only place to play fantasy sports is on Sleeper. It's the best way to do it. But also Sleeper does do picks where you can do player props. And speaking, of Thanksgiving, if you think a guy's going to feast, like how you would feast on a Thanksgiving dinner, you can pick over or under on yards, TDs, catches, longest catch, passing yards. Anyways, a bunch of different stats you guys can bet on. You can stack like 2 to 8 picks, and that's up to 100x depending on your multipliers. If you guys choose to use it, use our code dudes100, and that Sleeper will match you up to $100. You put in $100, use the code dudes100, they'll match you up to $100. You'll have $200 total, and it's just free money, so why not do it? Anyways, join us on Sleeper's Picks, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
All right, Jordan, I'm looking at your upset pick here, and you're feeling. I didn't even believe that they were favorites, which shocks me. It's got to be the quarterback, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
I mean,
sorry,
yeah, it's Shedeur. Like, I don't know, but like, do you think the Raiders should be favored anytime, like in any game, especially by 4? Like,
yeah, 4 seems like a lot playing the Browns.
I know they're at home, but like this Browns defense is pretty good. Like, they can shut down the run game. Like, Geno's liable to throw a pick 6 at any single time. This Browns defense was really good last week. So, like, Myles Garrett's a freaking stud. Like, just an animal. Yeah.
Maybe the best defensive player in the league. You think he's the best? I think he's the best.
Yeah, I think so. And then they can get this run game. Like, if they can get this run game going with Judkins, and just run the football. And, like, I think Shedeur brings a little more upside than Dylan Gabriel. I think Dylan Gabriel is a lot safer than Shedeur, but, like, I think Shedeur brings a little more upside. And this Raiders defense is bad. Like, they're really bad. Like, I don't think the Raiders should be favored against anybody. So, like, I think the Browns can win this game. Like, I don't like, why couldn't they? It's 2 of the worst teams in football. But the Browns have a clear advantage in this game. Their defense is so much better than the Raiders.
Yeah. Did I send you guys the meme of, it said the Cowboys came into the game drunk and still beat the Raiders because Pickens and
I didn't see that.
Pickens and CeeDee Lamb were seen barfing at 7:30 on Monday morning before the game.
Yeah, they were
That's why
hungover.
Yeah.
That's why they didn't start the game.
Yeah, and they still both went off.
Honestly, it is absolutely. Can I just go on a rant here? It is absolutely wild. Like, it is honestly shocking. Like, I know these guys are professional athletes, like, and they're exceptionally, like, physically capable human beings, but, like, it is insane that you can just get absolutely sloshed and messed up the night before you go to work, and then you go to work and literally perform like insane. Like, it literally makes no sense. Like, if I did that and then went to work, I don't even know how to be able to do anything. Like, I don't even understand.
Well,
like, it literally
it does help that
you do that.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sure a lot of people do that, but also, like, it's so foreign to me.
Well, Seth,
a lot
like,
of people
if we're being honest,
what?
A lot of people think you do that and show up to work.
That's so stupid.
That's just the talk around the water cooler, man. Like, I hate to bring it up. You could ask some of the people downstairs. I'm sure they'd agree with me.
Probably.
No,
the difference is that you have to go to work at 7:00 in the morning.
Yeah, these
they have to go to work at like 4 p.m. Like, they have a lot more time in between.
But still, like that's like it's still crazy. Like, how it just.
I know.
Would you sleep until 2 hours before the game? Like, I don't even get it.
Has anybody seen the video of CeeDee Lamb losing his cookies at 7:30 a.m.? I haven't seen it yet. Like, you got to be.
I didn't watch it. I just.
I didn't even see it. So I didn't go. But yeah, you got to be like, the fact that you're like 7:30 and you're still out. Like, I'm guessing he hadn't gone to bed yet. Maybe it's Vegas.
Yeah.
Maybe he was calling it.
Wow.
And
then it's like, guys, you're gonna sit out the first drive, and I'm like, okay, I mean, we'll still combine.
Seth, being an elite athlete, it's different being an elite athlete. Like, sometimes you just it is
and
they're
crazy.
Younger.
Yeah. Well, no, and it's I don't know. Seth might be the same age as CeeDee.
I'm the same age as those guys, but still, it's just like I mean,
They're a little more. It's
just crazy though that it's just like
stuff,
if you
Seth.
didn't do that, like how much better you could just play.
Yeah.
Like,
no, Seth thinks he's on the same level.
imagine if
he's
they
a
didn't
barefooter
just
and runs
consume
shirtless.
an insane amount of alcohol, like how much more
Trent,
yards George Pickens would have
saying
got.
they're a little more shape when it comes to drinking alcohol than Seth.
Well,
You know,
I'm
like
I
sure.
don't know.
a little more seasoned in that department,
Yeah,
probably.
yeah, probably.
I'm sure it wasn't their first time. Not their first time doing it. Like,
Yeah,
won't be the last. So
It's just crazy. Anyway, sorry for the rant. Not
I think
necessary, but
Judkins
just
goes off in
absurd.
this game. I think Judkins go off. Unless is this game in Vegas? Like maybe Myles Garrett's out, pulling a one-arm bandit at 3 a.m. You never know. So I have Cowboys upsetting the Eagles. That's my upset of the week. No team since 2003 has won the NFC East back-to-back years. Eagles look like they should do it right now, but I just don't think they beat the Cowboys twice. I think the Cowboys are a little they're looking better. So I'm going Dallas here, but Dallas is a tough stretch. They got Eagles this week, then they got the Chiefs. So if Chiefs Kingdom isn't, if the Chiefs aren't gone, there's a lot of talk that the Eagles broke the Chiefs. So anyways, but yeah, I got Dallas as my upset of the week. I don't have any matchups in here, Jordan. Like, you want to just rattle off your 3 favorite matchups? I said Tampa Rams. I think I do Baker Mayfield every week, and I got Cowboys Eagles. So there's 2 of mine. I don't know what you got, Jordan.
Yeah, I like. Let's see here. I think Indianapolis, Kansas City is going to be a lot of fun. That game will be good. I like, obviously a little biased. Like, I think this game, like Jacksonville, Arizona, could shoot out in Phoenix. Like, I think that game could absolutely shoot out. 2 bad defenses, and Brissett is like moving the football pretty well. So that game could be fun. I think New England, Cincinnati could be fun.
Yeah, that'll be a good one.
Yeah, like especially if Burrow's back. If Burrow's back, that game could be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So let's see what the line has. The line moved. It's still New England 7.5. So I'm going to assume that Burrow's not
playing. But yeah. So
that game, there's some good games this week. Indianapolis KC is going to be good. That's going to be a good game.
So there's our favorite picks of the week. What do we got for our pick'ems, Jordan? We'll run through these and we'll call them, and we'll see you guys all on the live, giving out dude script hats, guys. Hop onto the live, guys. It's a lot of fun. If you haven't done it, do it. There's friendships being made, all kinds of stuff. You got to join.
So here's the bad news, good news with the pick'em this week. The bad news is I didn't win. The good news is neither did Seth. So yeah, we got Seth and I both went 8-6, and Trent went 10-4.
Perfect.
So Trent, you got to win. You're in the win. Another knock, a point in the win column for you.
That's like the first time since week 2 or 3. I feel like
Cowboys
are back. I'm back. It's a good time, guys. It's good. Getting ready. Get your New Year's resolutions ready. I'd love to talk about people's New Year's resolutions on the live Thursday night. But yeah, let's get the pick'ems going.
All right, we got Thursday night football, Buffalo at Houston. Buffalo favored by 6, 43.5 total. I'm going to go Buffalo. I think this game might be close.
Buffalo.
All right, we got Indianapolis at Kansas City. Kansas City favored by 3. We got a 49.5 total. I'm going KC here. I want Indianapolis to lose, but also like I just can't see KC losing again. Like I don't know. It's hard to believe.
It's in KC.
Wasn't that Andy Reid's first loss after a bye?
Yeah. Ooh, and now he goes home. Like I just don't see it. I don't know.
Chiefs just look so stagnant.
Yeah, I know.
Man.
Where are you going, Trent?
I'm going to go Colts actually here. And just for all you guys not watching on YouTube, you should over to YouTube and just go back. I know it's 39:15 right now. Go to like 37 minutes when Jordan's saying who won, and just pause it on how stupid Seth's face looks, sticking his tongue out because he thought he was going to win, and just the total distraught that strikes in his eyes. Like, this guy is.
Man, I missed that. I didn't even see that because I was looking at the screen.
Dude, I'm up by like 9 weeks, so I don't even want to hear it.
I'm don't care. Keep your tongue in your mouth, you freak. Like, you just look like the total.
I'm sorry, that's what elite athletes do. I'm an elite athlete when it comes to picking like game wins.
Yeah.
Sorry, you guys are just so far.
Seth's a barefooter. He sticks his tongue out. I'm surprised he didn't say 6'7". Like
Trent, you're a frog egg. I'm an adult frog. Okay, like that's just what you are.
Right. And you're a nerd. So there we have it. So who do you have here? Colts or Chiefs, Seth?
Colts.
Wow.
This
Seth
is
taking
our
away, not taking the home favorite is kind of crazy. But all right.
for
I mean,
Minnesota-
that's how you get ahead. That's how you win. So
beat the Chiefs. I love that guy, the Colts guy who does the song with the eye black. I should do eye black. People probably think I was that guy. That was the problem.
All right. Minnesota at Green Bay. Green Bay favored by 6.5 at home. 41 total. I'm going to go Green Bay.
6.
We don't know about Jacobs here.
Packers.
I'm going Packers.
All right. Next one. New England at Cincinnati. New England favored by 7.5, 50 total. I'm going to go New England.
Yeah,
I'm going
Patriots.
New England. Did you see that meme? And it had all the coaches that the Falcons interviewed and then who they picked. They interviewed Vrabel. They interviewed the guy at the Seahawks, McDonald. And they interviewed, who's the other guy they interviewed? It's like basically out of the 4 guys they interviewed, they picked the only guy with a losing record.
Was it Canales, Trent?
It was Canales. Canales was the other guy,
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't Vrabel because Vrabel was at the yeah. I don't know, was it good?
Giants at Lions. Detroit favored by 10 at home, 50 total. I think Detroit by
Lions.
J-Mo's coming out of his shell. I like it.
Yeah, it's the Campbell effect. Campbell loves him some J-Mo.
Yeah.
New York Jets at Baltimore. Baltimore 13.5 favorite at home, 44 total. Baltimore.
Ravens.
All right, Pittsburgh at Chicago. Chicago favored by 2.5 at home, 45.5 total. It's an interesting game. I don't really know what to make of it. I'm gonna go Chicago at home, but it's an interesting matchup.
Bear down. Chicago Bears.
All right, Seattle at Tennessee. Seattle favored by 13 on the road, 40 total. I have Seattle.
Yep.
Seattle or
Tennessee. Trent.
Yeah, you have to. Seattle. You have to. Sorry, my bad. I just like seeing it on my screen.
Yeah. We have Cleveland at Las Vegas. We kind of mentioned this game earlier. Las Vegas favored by 4, 36 total. I am going Cleveland here.
Shedeur's quarterback. That's why. Raiders.
Raider Nation.
All right. We got Jacksonville at Arizona. Jackson favored by 3 on the road, 47.5 total. I'm going to go Jaguars here. See if we can get some momentum here.
Jaguars.
I don't hate streaming Jacoby Brissett here, guys.
I think it's a good spot. I think it's good, this is like a good spot for Lawrence. We'll see if he can throw the football accurately or not, but it's a good spot for him. Atlanta at New Orleans. New Orleans favored by 1.5 at home. 39 total. We have Kirk Cousins playing this game. We don't know about Drake London. I'm going to go New Orleans at home. Last time Kirk Cousins played, he did not look good.
I'm saying he's going to do good this time. Falcons.
I'm going Falcons.
All right. Philadelphia at Dallas. Philadelphia favored by 3 on the road, 47 total. I am going Philly here.
Eagles.
Dallas.
All right. Sunday night game. Tampa Bay at Carolina.
Rams.
I got it wrong. Sorry. Tampa Bay at the LA Rams. Rams favored by 6.5. 49.5 total.
Your desk? Like, what are we doing over there?
I'm not playing. I'm not doing anything.
That's the Morse code I'm hearing.
I don't know. I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, I don't know. There's something's going on there.
There you go.
Okay, go.
I don't know what's going on.
Tampa Bay at LA. LA favored by 6.5. We have a 49.5 total. I am going to go Rams.
I'll go Bucks here. I don't feel confident about it. I'm going to try to get one off Seth. I know Seth won't go Bucks.
Yeah, I'm not going
Seth, what are you
Bucks. Rams. Yeah.
All right. Last one. Carolina at San Francisco. Monday Night Football. San Francisco favored by 7, 48 total. I got Niners.
Yeah,
Damn,
Niners.
7. I'm gonna go. I'll go Niners. I really want to go Panthers, though. That's where my heart's telling me to go, but I'm gonna go Niners. They got rock-
CMC's played. Has CMC
Yeah.
played the Panthers? I'm sure he has,
I
but
don't think he has. I don't think he has. It's his first time playing the Panthers. I forgot
interesting.
about that.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
All
there
right, that's
is
all we got.
that's our pick'ems, guys. Hope to see you Thursday night. Always fun on the live, guys. If you miss it, go check it back later. Should be a good one. Good luck setting your lineups here this week, guys. Give us a follow on YouTube at TFF Dudes. Give us a sub. We really appreciate it. Sign up for the Dudes letter at www.thefantasyfootballdudes.com. Get all this wonderful stuff sent straight to your inbox. Until next time, guys, take